The 1980s promised us a sci-fi future. Flying cars, robot butlers, gadgets straight out of James Bond movies. Some companies actually tried to deliver on that promise with products so bizarre, so ambitious, they've been completely erased from a memory. These are 6 weird gadgets from the 1980s that nobody remembers. Stick around for number 4. It sold millions and barely worked. Number 1. The Seiko TV Watch. Television. On your wrist. In 1982. Sounds impossible, right? Seiko actually built this thing. A 1.2-inch black and white screen strapped to your arm, pulling in live TV broadcasts from thin air. James Bond wore one in Octopussy. Roger Moore spied on villains with it. The Guinness Book of Records crowned it the world's smallest television in 1984. This felt like the future had finally arrived. Here's the catch. That tiny screen needed a separate receiver box the size of a Walkman. You'd thread the cable through your sleeve and hide the box in your pocket like a spy. The whole setup cost $495. That's over $1,200 today. Battery life? 5 hours tops. Seiko poured $400,000 into development and sold just 2,200 units in Japan during the first 9 months. The TV watch quietly vanished by the mid-1980s. Then came the real death blow. When the United States switched to digital broadcasting in 2009, every single Seiko TV watch became a brick. They literally cannot receive any signal anymore. The world's smallest television is now the world's most useless watch. Seiko predicted the smartwatch 40 years before Apple did, and nobody remembers. Number 2. The Sound Burger. A portable record player, shaped like a sandwich. Yes, really. Audio Technica released this bizarre gadget in 1983. You would crack open the clamshell case, sandwich your vinyl record between the 2 halves, swing out the tone arm, and listen through fold-away headphones. It played both 33 and 45 RPM records on battery power. In America, they called it the Mr. Disc. Record store clerks used them to preview albums before buying. It was genuinely clever engineering wrapped in the weirdest possible package. The timing could not have been worse. Sony's Walkman was destroying the portable music market with cassette tapes, small, light, and you did not need to carry fragile vinyl discs around. The Soundburger required 3 chunky C batteries and the kind of careful handling that defeats the whole point of portability. By the time CDs arrived, portable turntables seemed like a punchline to a joke nobody asked for. Audio Technica quietly discontinued it. The Soundburger disappeared for nearly 4 decades. Then, in 2022, they re-released it for their 60th anniversary. 7,000 units, sold out in days. It is now back in permanent production at $199 with Bluetooth. Sometimes the weirdest ideas just need the world to catch up. Number 3. The Tomy Omnibot. Your own personal robot butler. From the future. In 1984, Japanese toy company Tomy promised every kid their own R2-D2. 2 feet tall with a dome head, the Omnibot rolled on remote control and broadcast your voice through its speaker. The chest opened to reveal a cassette deck. Program it to wake you up in the morning. Here's the reality check. The basic Omnibot 5402 cost $250, roughly $650 today. Want the deluxe Omnibot 2000 with the motorized drink tray? $600. About $1,750 adjusted for inflation. What did that money buy? A slow-moving plastic cylinder that bumped into furniture constantly. Programming was tedious. The white plastic yellowed in sunlight. Batteries drained fast. The video game crash of 1983 had wounded electronics. By mid-decade, Omnibot sales collapsed. Tomy discontinued the line and eventually merged with rival Takara in 2006. Working units are rare collector's items now. The robot even appeared as a running joke on How I Met Your Mother. Every kid in 1984 wanted a robot best friend. What they got was an overpriced cassette player on wheels that couldn't navigate a hallway. The future was still decades away. Number 4. The Nintendo Power Glove. It looked like something from a sci-fi movie. It worked like a nightmare. October 1989. Mattel releases a wearable controller promising motion-controlled gaming. Wave your hand, punch the air, become one with the game. The marketing was electric. The 1989 film The Wizard featured a kid declaring the now infamous line, "I love the Power Glove. It's so bad." Bad meant cool back then. The irony writes itself. Here's what actually happened. Mattel rushed the glove to market in under 5 months to hit Christmas. They used cheap components to keep the $75 price point. Accuracy was abysmal. You had to mount 3 clunky receivers around your television and calibrate constantly. Only 2 games were ever designed for it: Super Glove Ball and Bad Street Brawler, and neither shipped with the glove. Playing anything else was an exercise in screaming at your hands. The Power Glove sold roughly 1 million units on pure hype. Then, the returns started flooding in. Mattel discontinued it in 1990, less than 12 months after launch. The planned Turbo Glove sequel was quietly cancelled. But the technology eventually influenced the Wii Remote. The Power Glove promised you'd be inside the game. It delivered frustration and accidentally invented the future. Number 5. Teddy Ruxpin, the animatronic bear that conquered Christmas, then vanished completely. September 1985. Worlds of Wonder releases a stuffed bear with moving eyes and a mouth that syncs to audio cassettes. Creator Ken Forsey designed Disney's Country Bear Jamboree animatronics. This was that technology shrunk to toy size. Teddy told stories, blinked, and spoke 13 languages. Parents fought in toy store aisles to grab one. Here's the truly uncomfortable truth. Teddy cost $70, about $190 today. Cassette tapes ran $12 to $20 each. The bear weighed several pounds. Hugging him felt like squeezing a padded lunchbox. After the 1985 holidays, roughly 35,000 units came back defective. The company blamed operator error. The manual actually warned parents not to poke Teddy with scissors or submerge him in baths. None of that stopped him. Best-selling toy of 1985 and 1986. Over 8 million total units sold. $93 million in year 1 alone. Then, Worlds of Wonder went bankrupt in 1987, just 2 years after launch. The rights bounced between companies for decades. Teddy Ruxpin taught kids that technology could bring toys to life. The company that built him couldn't stay alive long enough to enjoy it. Number 6. The Sony Watchman. Pocket television achieved through genuine engineering wizardry. Sony introduced the Watchman in Japan in 1982, reaching America by 1984. Traditional televisions used bulky cathode ray tubes with the electron gun sitting behind the screen. Sony's engineers repositioned the gun to fire parallel to the display instead. Revolutionary. The result was a 2-inch black and white TV that actually fit in your pocket. They named it after their smash hit Walkman. Watch television, Watchman, marketing gold. The execution had problems. The original Japanese price was 54,800 yen, roughly $480, or over $1,400 today. Batteries drained in hours. Reception demanded precise antenna positioning, and even then, you might get static. You could only watch live broadcasts. No recording, no pause. Miss something, and it was gone forever. The tiny screen was nearly impossible to see in sunlight. Sony kept trying anyway. 65 different Watchman models rolled out between 1982 and 2000. Color screens arrived. AM/FM radios got added. Then portable DVD players showed up, and the Watchman quietly died. The final blow came in 2009 when America switched to digital broadcasting. Every Watchman became a paperweight overnight. Sony spent 18 years perfecting pocket TV. Now they're all useless. Sometimes being early just means being forgotten. So there you have it. 6 gadgets that promised the future but got swallowed by it. What's wild is how many of these ideas eventually worked, just not in the form these companies imagined. TV watches became smartwatches. Pocket screens became smartphones. Motion control became the Wii. The 1980s weren't wrong about where technology was heading. They were just a few decades early. If you enjoyed this, hit subscribe for more tech nostalgia. I'll see you in the next one.